Hollywood and it's evident. I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me. And y'all see what's going on. We gotta dive in. We gotta do what we do every single day on the channel. First off, welcome to the Fannatics Show Live. It's your man Hollywood, just Hollywood 407. And like always, since my name is Hollywood, we have a tradition on the channel, which I grabbed this, I guess, clipboard, or I forget what it's really called, the actual term. But we always start off by going action. And now we are officially able to start. Let's dive into what we are here for, which of course we have an Orlando Magic game that we need to dive into. And not only is it an Orlando Magic game, but it is an Orlando Magic victory. It is the first game of the NBA Cup, the Emirates NBA Cup 2024. Shout out Christopher Moltisanti, Michael Imperioli. All he does in those commercials, they truly are fire. They promote this tournament, which is what it should be. You already know we got Tristan da Silva coming in playing the song, man. It's something special. It's something special to see, and we have to dive into this team. Let's dive into this game. Let's dive into this team. And for right now, let's minimize myself and let's dive in. I'm not even going to talk about the Hornets. Of course, we know LaMelo Ball had 35 points. Actually, I am going to talk about them a little bit. 35 points. Grant Williams having 15. Debate having 12 and 14. Double-double on our heads, right? But let's talk about, since of course we had a 35 piece this side, which cool, it's LaMelo Ball, that's their all-star, right? That's what he's supposed to be doing. We had a Franz Wagner give us 32, 8, and 5. We had Tristan da Silva give us 5. He had a loud 5 because honestly I would have thought he had more than 5 the way he was producing or just being on the floor. We had Mo Wagner with 18, 5, and 1. Moritz Wagner. A lot of people always focus on Franz, but they forget that we have both Wagner brothers. I had to rep the Orlando 22 because you already know we got the boy Jonathan, or sorry, I looked at Jonathan Isaac. We got the boy Franz Wagner on the shirt. Man, we had J.I. in the game, 7, 4, and 1. We had Cole Anthony making a 3 at the end, right? Or a couple, actually. Anthony Black. Anthony Black has been producing a lot for us, but I think what you can really take away from this game is the fact that this team is tired of losing. This team heard what the fan base had really to say, what the fans really thought of this team, what the overreactions, that we saw with this team the moment Paolo went down, and the fact that we lost 6 straight, the fact that we were undefeated, right? Because we're 6-6 right now. We literally lost 6 in a row. I get it. If you look at our schedule, right? Let's dive into that. The first game was against Miami, which that was a tough game in its own right, but we won, and it was a very impactful win. We go then to Orlando. We play the Nets. Again, another impactful win. Then we go to Memphis in a game where we really shouldn't have lost, but Jay Huff went stupid. Then we go into Indy. Into meaning we played in Kia, but just into the matchup. 119-115, and then of course the Paolo game happens where the 6 in a row happened. I'm going to tell you right now, a W against the Heat, a W against the Pacers, anywhere near a W against the Grizzlies, those are all welcome because those are playoff teams, right? Those are teams that you might see later on. Grizzlies, of course, are in the West, so you wouldn't see them unless they're in the finals, but you never know in today's NBA. I don't want to count anybody out, and the fact that we lost to the Bulls, the Cavs, the Mavs, the Thunder, the Pacers, they're not bad teams. Which was the bad part about this losing streak, I think, with this team, was we were getting our hands or our behinds handed to us by teams that go deep in the playoffs, by teams that make noise by teams that are on a lot of people's list to go deep this year. Not next year, not in a couple years, not a good young core. No, teams that are good for this year. And we were getting like just destroyed. I feel like it was one of those, you guys lost it more so than they won it, but everybody's going to say that right when their team loses. And seeing this team come back from 6 in a row losing against those big competitors, having a New Orleans Pelicans, having an Indiana Pacers, having or sorry, not an Indiana Pacers, a Washington Wizards, having this game against Charlotte, first game in the in-season tournament. It's huge. It's a huge big motivational boost, confidence boost for our guys to win 114-89 against the Charlotte Hornets. The next game is crucial though, because the next game is against the Pelicans, right? And we all know that the Pelicans are now somehow, some way our rival, because Mr. Tyrese Halliburton wanted to take his talents to NXT. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, NXT on WWE, and mention our wonderful team, and mention the fact that there are Magic fans out there, and built low-key a rivalry that I accept, funny enough, but I think it's also fun for our team. I think it's fun for our fan base. So we love playing the Pacers, and I love playing an Indiana team that has a Tyrese Halliburton, especially without Paolo, because if we were this close to beating y'all without Paolo last time, imagine what we could do this time. And we're at home. The next 2 games are crucial, because not only if we get a W against Indiana, we go on a 4-game winning streak. Not only if we get a W against Indiana, we go into this semi-rivalry. This would already be our 3rd time in less than a month in playing this team. So seeing a team as good as an Indiana Pacers squad multiple times and being able to either come, I would love to say multiple W's, but being able to come in competitively, because we don't have a Paolo Banchero, we know it's not going to be a guaranteed W. We know it's not going to be the easiest game, right, that we are used to, but we know that with a Franz going crazy, with a Franz giving us 30, with a Franz going berserk, just taking over, knowing that there's people in the stands with your jersey on, bro. There's people in the stands, there's people in Miami who got your jersey on, bro. There's people in Germany who got your jersey on right now, bro, going crazy for you, knowing that without a Paolo Banchero, we really got Franz, we really got Jalen, we got a whole bunch of people, but we know we gave you the big bucks, right? We gave Franz the big bucks, and we want Franz to be that guy. I want Franz to be that guy. I bought the jersey, man. I bought this jersey full price. Nah, I definitely waited for it to be on sale, but I bought the jersey regardless. You know what I'm saying? I rep Buddy name on my back. So it's like, of course I want to see Franz for selfish reasons do good, but genuinely as a fan of this team, as a content creator, for the fandom that I have of this team, man, it's great to see a player like a Franz be able to come into his own, be able to show why he belongs in this league, let alone this team, and why he got the money that he did, because he definitely got it. So we're going to mention it a lot, and I don't mean to be that guy, but when you get paid in the NBA, that's just what happens. You have to perform to that set standard, right? We know that Franz is capable of doing it, which we've seen, but now we go against good teams. Now we go against teams that are going to be in the playoffs. We got an Indiana Pacers. We got a Philadelphia 76ers. We got a Phoenix. We got a Clippers. We got a Lakers. This little stretch right here is going to be the complete opposite, in my opinion, of what we had, that 6-game losing streak stretch, where I think we're going to pop in some wins. Do I think we're going to win most of these games? And we don't have our star player. I'm happy that Franz, I'm happy that Jalen, they're able to step up, right, and be able to truly just go crazy now. But just being completely honest, you know what I'm saying? I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but having a Paolo Banchero be sidelined does hinder your chances against good teams, let alone great teams. Jalen Suggs having 17 points, 5 and 3. Before I end, because I wanted to highlight it, The man started off 7 for 7, bro. You know what it is to go 7 for 7 in the NBA? You're insane, bro. You're insane. And the fact that he did, and the fact that he is such an Orlando guy, he is such a I love this city, even though he's not from it. I don't even know where he's from. We're going to find out right now. Where is Jalen Suggs from? Jalen Suggs is from Minnesota. A Minnesota kid. Repping the 407. But that's just what happens when you come down to Orlando, right? He definitely embraced the team, embraced the city, which is why we all on this side are big Jalen Suggs fans. It was scary. I believe it was during the first or second quarter. Definitely early in game when Jalen went down with some supposed injury on his foot. Maybe he just kicked it. Like, supposedly, I think he kicked another player, or the other player kicked him. But with the contact, it just got him sidelined. And Six Man Show, shout out to them, subscribe to them. They tweeted out, for him to be sidelined, that's saying something. And it's true. Jalen Suggs does everything for us. Puts his body out on the line every day, every game for us. So the fact that he was sidelined, it was very scary. But we know, obviously, seeing the rest of the game, at least it wasn't something as bad enough to not be able to play, in which he continued the game. But we have an Indiana Pacers team, and it's tomorrow. It's not even like you could rest. It's not like you got to practice to get in. No, back-to-back games tomorrow. Not an in-season tournament game, so it doesn't count towards those standings. But like today's game, of course, tomorrow's will count towards the regular standings. And for those who don't know, the East is actually not doing so well to start off this NBA season. So we are currently, regardless of our 6-game losing streak, we are only the 4th seed in the NBA. I get it. You know, you lose a couple games, you'll go from 4th to 7th, so on and so forth. But what I'm seeing right here is that we're 4th. We're on a 2-game winning streak where we have, besides the Cleveland Cavaliers, who haven't lost a single game this season, shout out to them, we are currently on a win streak, which nobody besides these teams with a 1 are on, and of course the Cavs in the East. So, you know, good things are coming for this Magic team, and I'm glad that, and it's actually 3, so we're on a 3-game winning streak. They gotta update that. But it's just I'm happy to see that our team is able to bounce back from a 6-game losing streak so bad like this one, in terms of multiple games, 108 to 85, 102 to 86. You know, those were gut-wrenching games to just watch, be a fan of, tweet, make content for. But through the rough always comes something, you know, smooth, I guess, right? But y'all know there's always something sweet when hard work is put in. Regardless if you get the goal you want at the end, right? With hard work, you'll be able to reach some type of goal. Whether it's the one you wanted or a new one to aspire. But some type of goal will be achieved. 114-89, final score. Your Orlando Magic taking the W. Playing once again against the Indiana Pacers tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Orlando Magic Radio Network, we have some issues because at like 6:50, not even, at like 6:58, y'all said on the radio 20 to 30 minutes till game time. Game started at like 7:05, you liars. But I'm just playing. But they actually did say that, so I caught it when it was like 8-6, I think, or 8-4, something like that. But you know, tomorrow we're going to be tuned in 7 p.m. against the Indiana Pacers. Your Orlando Magic are undefeated without Paolo Banchero in the NBA Cup. Who would have thought, right? I'm just playing. We had the Charlotte Hornets game 1. We all knew we were going to come in this and we were going to take a W. All due respect to Charlotte. We just knew Fonz, Jalen, J.I., all of these guys that we had. Shout out to Anthony Black. Shout out to all the guys. Cole Anthony, Mo Wagner, Tristan Silva, Jet Howard, everybody. KCP. The list goes on and on. I'm just excited that the Magic are finally without Paolo Banchero getting that groove. The fans are getting that groove. The team is getting that groove. The city's getting that groove. we a good team, man. We a good team. We believe in ourselves, and y'all gotta believe in yourselves the same way us, the wonderful fans of the Orlando Magic, do. Like always, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan, and we are back. We are back like we never left. Thank y'all for tuning in, and like always, we close it off on the channel, and that's a wrap.